If you're new to investing, whether or not that's crypto, stocks, or ETFs, one of the hardest parts isn't choosing what to buy. It's knowing whether your thinking actually makes sense before you invest your money. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use AI tools to your advantage when you're investing. Not as a way to tell you what to buy or ask for financial advice, but to help you check assumptions, understand risks, summarize information and data, analyze your portfolio, and avoid common mistakes before you take action. This is especially useful if you're new to investing or you've been listening to podcasts or watching videos and just want a bit more clarity around an idea before investing. Before we look at any examples, it's really important to be clear about what AI tools should and shouldn't be used for when it comes to investing. For most beginners, investing usually starts on a platform, whether or not that's a pension account, crypto exchange, or an investment account. You might be looking to compare fees, looking at features, wallet addresses, or terms you don't fully understand yet, and that's completely normal. This is where an AI tool like ChatGPT can help alongside those platforms. You can use it to explain unfamiliar terms, highlight risks that you might not have thought about, summarize large amounts of information, or simply help you slow down before moving your money. It's not about replacing your judgment, it's about giving yourself a bit more clarity and confidence, especially when everything feels new. Used this way, AI becomes a support tool, something that helps you to reduce mistakes, avoid rushing, and stay in control of your decisions. And it's really important to understand what not to use AI for. ChatGPT is not a financial advisor. It shouldn't be used to tell you what to buy, or when to sell. AI doesn't have access to live markets, it can't predict the future, and it doesn't know what's going to happen next. And it also doesn't know your personal situation. Plus, it can make mistakes. So don't treat a single AI response as a fact. Question its response. Consider cross-checking with other AI tools, and just use it as a starting point, not as a conclusion. The goal is to get better thinking and not outsource decisions. Let me show you a very common mistake that beginners make. A question like, what crypto should I buy right now? This is the kind of question a lot of people are tempted to ask, but it's not a good way to use AI, and it's not something you want to rely on. A better approach is to ask questions that help you understand risks, assumptions, and blind spots, rather than asking an AI tool to make the decisions for you. So instead, I'll use a prompt like, I'm trying to improve my investment decision making rather than get recommendations. Act as a critical thinking partner. Your role is to identify risks, hidden assumptions, and blind spots in my thinking, not to tell me what to buy or sell. For the investment or the idea that I describe, please list the key assumptions that must be true for this to work. Identify risks that inexperienced investors commonly underestimate. Highlight questions that I should be asking but probably haven't. Point out where my reasoning may be weak, incomplete, or biased, and clearly separate what is unknown or unknowable from what can be analysed. And if my description is missing important information, ask me targeted questions before analysing rather than guessing. To give me the best possible answer, it's always worth asking if there's anything else it needs from me to give a clearer response. Then submit. Once you provide the relevant information, what you're looking for isn't a recommendation, it's going to be perspective. This helps you step back and think about things like risk, fees, volatility, and whether emotion is driving the decision. The key thing to remember is that you're not copying this answer or acting on it directly. You're using it to ask better questions. And this works just as well whether or not you're looking at crypto, stocks, or ETFs, because the goal is understanding and not prediction. Now, we're going to ask, what questions should a beginner ask themselves before investing any money? Questions like these are useful because they slow you down and help you avoid common beginner mistakes, especially when there's a lot of noise online. Once you start investing, it doesn't just stop there. You can also use AI tools to help you review your portfolio. Now I have a sample portfolio here in a spreadsheet that I can feed into Chat, so I'm going to screenshot it, then head over to ChatGPT and attach it as a file. Then I'm going to explain that I've attached my current portfolio and that I believe AI will be strong in 2026 and I'm comfortable investing long term. Where are the gaps in my portfolio? how could it be improved, and how can I get broader exposure to AI without increasing risk unnecessarily? Again, this isn't about being told what to buy. It's about identifying concentration risk, overlaps, and things that you might not have noticed. And it's always worth cross-checking responses. So I'm going to copy this response from ChatGPT, and I can then take that same response, paste it into another AI tool like Claude, and also attach my portfolio, and state that I've asked ChatGPT to analyse my attached portfolio. What do you think it got right? What did it miss? And how could the analysis be improved? And Claude might then highlight different risks, alternative interpretations, or assumptions that weren't addressed. Another really useful way to use AI is to summarise large amounts of information. If you watch a lot of investing videos or listen to podcasts, you can copy the transcript, paste it into ChatGPT, and ask it to summarise the key investment insights in simple terms. For example, if we head across to the latest moonshot video, then copy the transcript by selecting a chapter in the video. Then over on the right, you'll find the transcript. Now, if the times are showing here, you can click the 3 dots and toggle timestamps. And we can then just simply select the text and copy it. And paste that into chat now, explaining that this is the transcript from this week's Moonshot podcast. Analyse it and summarise the key investment insights in simple terms. And what it will then do is withdraw the information out that you actually need. And chat will break this down for me and then give me a 1-sentence summary. You can then go one step further and ask, based on this discussion, is there anything that I should consider researching or adding to my watch list? And this helps you to extract the signal from the noise. If you keep a trail of these kind of chats and responses, the more knowledge that we feed in, the better our responses will become. Just another example of this could be that Jensen Huang from NVIDIA, who is heavily involved in AI, does a speech or a talk, and we could get the transcript, feed it into chat, and really break it down in terms of what he is discussing in simple terms. We can also use AI tools to understand sentiment. For example, tools like Grok that are built into X can help summarise what's currently being discussed around topics like Bitcoin or AI. You're not using this to time the market, you're using it to try and understand why something is being talked about and what narratives are forming. Therefore, I could ask what the current sentiment is around Bitcoin. Is it bullish or bearish? And then go through the response. So as you can see, when AI is used in the right way, it can be a powerful support tool, not to make decisions for you, but to help slow you down, understand what you're seeing, and highlight things that you might have missed. If you are just getting started with investing, whether or not that's crypto or stocks, and you want calm step-by-step guides on how to actually use the platforms themselves, we've linked some of our beginner tutorials below. And they walk you through things like setting up accounts, finding wallet addresses, and securing your account properly, so that you can move at your own pace and avoid common mistakes. Before you go, I'd love to know what part of investing do you find most confusing right now? Please do drop it in the comments, as it really helps me to understand what to cover next. Thanks for watching, and remember there's no rush when it comes to investing. Taking your time is part of doing it safely.